In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix muscle pain between your shoulder blades for good. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So if you're dealing with a lot of muscle pain, like a lot of muscle spasms or muscle knots in between the shoulder blades and the upper back and need a quick fix, this is a video that you're not going to want to miss. I'm going to break it down into a 3-part step-by-step guide that is easy and effective. The great part is all of these stretches and exercises you can do at home, and the only special piece of equipment I'm going to be using is an everyday racquetball. You can get these for $1 at a local sporting goods department. They're easily found online, such as Amazon too. So let's get started with it and get rid of pain in between the shoulder blades for good. In the first part, we're going to focus on really getting rid of muscle knots, muscle spasms, muscle pain quickly, even as little as 30 seconds. I'm going to be using my racquetball. I'm also going to use a pillowcase, and you're going to see why. This is a really neat trick. Getting in between the shoulder blades, especially over those rhomboid muscles, can be very tricky. So what I'd like to do is put that into the pillowcase and then just simply throw it over my back. And what I can do from there is easily raise and lower it to be able to find the spot that needs the most amount of attention. So once I do that, I'm over the spot that really is achy. What I'm going to do is just lean into it against a wall or a door. The more that you lean into it, the more it's going to put pressure in there to hopefully get that muscle knot to release or relax. Only go to your comfort level. What I tend to do at first is just go side to side. And when you do this, you only want to go over soft tissue, the muscle itself. Do not go over the bony parts of the spine. Nice, slow, controlled motions. Do this for about 15 seconds. Relax. And then from there, you're just going to go up and down. Same thing, just nice, slow, controlled motions for about 15 seconds. And then I like to do nice circular motions over it. What we're doing is attacking those muscle knots at different angles to optimize that self-massage and hopefully get rid of it very quickly. From there, what I'd like to do is, if I'm still having a lot of tightness in one particular spot that won't release, I'll lean into it to put a lot of good pressure in there. I take the arm on the side that I'm focusing on, so in this case it's my right side. I'm going to raise it up like this, bend the elbow at about 90 degrees. Let's bring the elbow all the way back towards the door, and when you do this, you're going to feel a very, very good activation into that muscle. I like to hold this one for about 5 seconds, and then I'm just going to go straight forward with it. When you do this, it's just going to work that muscle a little bit differently, and you can attack those muscle knots or spasms a little bit more to hopefully get that muscle pain out very quickly. And you can also do a modified wall angel with this one. So let's bend the elbow at 90 degrees. Let's bring the elbow all the way back towards the door. You're going to get a great stretch with this, so only go to your comfort level. And then from there, what I'm going to do is raise my arm up all the way towards the ceiling. Nice and slow. Hold for 5 seconds. Come back down as far as you're able to go. Again, nice, slow, controlled motions for 5 seconds. And you can do this for 5 complete repetitions. One of the best ways to really target those tight muscles in between the shoulder blades. In the second part, we're going to focus on muscle pain by getting everything stretched out. I'm going to show you 3 different stretches, and each one is going to hit the muscles in between the shoulder blades a little bit differently. Try all 3 of them out. Go with the one that you feel is the most effective. What I'm going to start off with is what's called the arc stretch. This is a good one because we're going to go in an arc, and it's going to be able to target muscle tightness very specifically. So with this one, I'm going to take my arms, I'm going to keep it straight at the elbows. Let's lock the knuckles together like this. I'm going to then just take my hands and go forward with it. What I'm trying to do is round the shoulders, lean into it, and you should start to feel the shoulder blades in the back really start to open. And you're going to get a very good stretch, only to your comfort level. Once you do this, hold this one for about 10 to 15 seconds. You're just going to relax from there, and then you're going to repeat this 3 times. So for the second part, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower my hands a little bit. And when I lower my hands through this exercise, my eyes are going to follow my hands, so my head is going to follow it like this. So we go down just a little bit, and we're going to repeat that stretch. What you're going to notice is that the stretch targets the muscles a little bit differently. Repeat this one again. You're just going to go down and just keep repeating this process until you're all the way straight down towards the floor. You're going to find that one particular spot, let's say it's right here, hits that muscle tightness, that muscle pain, more than any other. Make a note of that and do a couple more repetitions in there, or until you feel that muscle knot start to relax. It's just a good way to really specifically target the spot that needs it the most. This next one is great if you're a student or a desk worker because you can do this one in a chair. So I'm using a foldable sturdy chair made popular in wrestling. What I'm going to do is, just with very good upright posture, I'm going to position the back of the chair right over the middle back area, just like this. I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to place them behind my head, and my elbows are going to go in front like this. Let's go forward with it just a little bit. So when I'm doing this, I'm just going a little bit forward until I feel a very good stretch into my upper back. I hold this for about 5 seconds, and then from there what I'm going to do is then lean into the back of the chair, but I'm going to bring my elbows back like this and also my head into extension or a backwards movement. Really try to wing those elbows back as much as you can. You're going to feel a great stretch into the chest, the pec muscles, and you're also going to feel the shoulder blades in the back start to pinch together. Hold this one for about 10 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're just going to repeat this process. Each time you do this, you're going to notice that you have a little bit more flexibility. So really try to build into it just a little bit more, only to your comfort level. But you want to do this one for 5 complete repetitions. With the first 2 stretches, we really focused on a forward and a backward stretch to help get rid of that muscle pain. This one, we're going to do a little bit more rotation or turning motion in there to stretch the muscles a little bit differently. This is called a bear hug rotation. What I'm going to do is sit in a chair with very good upright posture. I'm going to take a rolled up towel. You can also use a yoga block or a thick book and just place it in between your knees like this. Drive the knees together. Just like the name implies, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give myself a bear hug. Really just give yourself a nice big hug. Take your fingers off to the sides, really grip your sides, and try to just get a very good stretch into the upper back. The more tension you build up during this, the better the stretch is going to be. So when you do this, you should really already start to feel your shoulder blades start to expand in the back, especially that muscle in between getting stretched before you do this. So once we get to that point and we feel comfortable, what I'm going to do is just turn or rotate towards one side. Once you get to a point where you feel a very good stretch into the middle back, hold this for about 5 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to do it on the opposite side. Go back to the middle and then repeat again. And when you do this, try to go a little bit further with it. Each time you do it, you should have a little bit more flexibility. You want to do this 5 complete times on both sides. So without a doubt, if we're looking to get rid of muscle pain in between our shoulder blades for good, we have to strengthen everything around there, the joints, the muscles, you name it. And what we're going to do are very simple, easy exercises. The first one, we're going to go next to a door or a wall. I'm going to just put my feet together, put them about a foot in front of that door or the wall. Let's take our upper body weight and just lean up against it. So our shoulders and our upper back and our head are completely flush against it, just like this. What I'm going to do is bend the elbows at 90 degrees and then place them directly on our sides and go all the way back with it. When you do this, what I try to do is I try to then drive from my elbows and lift my pelvis forward like this. Really try to drive through the elbows. And when you do this, you're going to feel the muscles in between the shoulder blades really start to activate. Really concentrate on that. Keep driving forward until you feel those shoulder blades in the back start to pinch together. Hold this position for up to 10 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this up to 5 times to your comfort level only. If you find that this is a little bit too easy, try holding it for longer. You can go for 30-second holds, 45-second holds. It's just going to help build strength and endurance in that area and hopefully give you less instances of muscle pain. So this next exercise is one of my favorites because it does so much. It's going to target the front, it's going to target the back, it's going to help stretch and strengthen everything, but it's also going to help us with bad posture. And the great part is too, you can do it right in bed. So let's go to an edge of a bed, and I'm just going to make it where my arms are able to just dangle freely off like this. What I'm going to do is start to bend the elbows at 90 degrees and then bring them up like this. Let's do a shoulder blade retraction. So I'm going to take the elbows right here, and I'm going to lift them up towards the ceiling as far as I can. You should feel the muscles in between the shoulder blades really start to fire. Keep going up as far as you feel comfortable. Once you hit that point, hold this for 10 seconds. You're just going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this. Try to go a little bit further each time that you do, only to your comfort level, holding for 10 seconds, relaxing. Do 5 complete repetitions. If that is too easy and you feel like you can hold it for longer, you can do that. Hold it up to 30 seconds. If you can hold it up to a minute, challenge yourself. So if all of that is still too easy, let's add on to it a little bit more with some motion. So let's go back into that shoulder retraction, but what I'm going to do is a modified wall angel. So I'm going to bring my arms forward like this to the point where the hands are going to be able to clap. Hold this position for about 5 seconds, slowly come back, all the way down like this, and then hold this for 5 seconds, and then come back up to the starting point, and then try to bring the elbows up just a little bit more, and then repeat that process up to 5 times. If you liked the video and got a lot of relief, please show us your support by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing to our channel too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.